So
But
when you go to LSU, is Coach O like believing in you right away? Like how
yeah,
did you become the fucking man there?
yeah, right away. Exactly when he was recruiting me, he told me something that was going to happen, and it happened. And so, there's not a lot of people like that in this industry. So I was very thankful that Coach O gave me that opportunity because I knew what I was going to do with it.
You guys still pretty close?
Yeah, we talk a lot.
Was the confidence always there? Did it start to come more when you got more recognition and more playing time?
It was always there. I mean, I knew what I would do if I ever got on the field. Obviously, it wavered a bit when you're not playing for 3 years and you're putting all this work in the weight room and on the field, and you're not seeing any results except for in practice. But the confidence in myself never wavered, and I was kind of always a better game player than I was a practice player. And unfortunately, I never got to show that at Ohio State. I think you saw that in the spring games when I got when we played in the spring games. I always played really well. And then, always better than I did in practice. But never got my opportunity.
Do you think if you had stayed at Ohio State, you would have had the same success?
Well, I would have. Dwayne would have been the starter, and I guess he would have probably left after that year too. And I probably would have had 1 year of starting, but who knows what happens with that year.
Right.
So I'm happy with my decision.
He goes to LSU and he wins a Heisman.
No, I know that. I'm just curious to see what what it would have been if he had stuck with Ohio State.
Yeah.
Did you take a lot of shit in the DMs and stuff and on social media from leaving?
From Ohio State fans?
Yeah.
No, they understood.
Yeah.
Ohio State fans are great. They knew the work that I put in. They knew I graduated, and they knew Dwayne was going to be the starter too. And so there was no hard feelings there.
So what was the moment at LSU where you were like, all right, I got something. I'm going to probably most likely be one of the best quarterbacks to come out of the draft class. What was a big game moment? What was your moment that you had that you were most proud of at LSU?
I had a really good spring ball after my first year there. I mean, the first year I was trying to figure out how to play football again. I hadn't played actual football in 3.5 years. So I was, getting the feel of things again, remembering how to move in the pocket, make people miss. I hadn't done that in so long. And so it was like that first year was just kind of a feeling out process. And then that second year, it kind of all clicked for me. And we had a lot of guys coming back. Obviously, we had Jamar, Justin, Clyde, all those guys that you see now balling in the league. We had really good players.
Ridiculous lineup.